Afternoon, everyone. Alexander Isak is back training for Newcastle United. He's back at the training ground. He's not training with the squad as it is at the moment, but he is back at the training ground and back in Newcastle United colours for the time being. I emphasise them words, for the time being. Thank you for joining me once again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you want instant access to any new videos. Click on the subscribe button. It's completely free. And if you like this video and any of the others on my channel, please give us a like. It will help the channel grow. Also, if you want to leave a comment, guys, on this video or any of the others on my channel, feel free. It'll be great to hear from you. So, let's get down to it then. So, Newcastle United's AWOL striker, I've got to use them words as well, Alexander Isak, has returned to training at Newcastle United Training Centre. And, well, Newcastle United's players haven't yet arrived back for training. They only flew back in today from South Korea, from the tour of South Korea, after a draw with Tottenham Hotspur in Seoul. Newcastle, though, are expected back at training, and Alexander Isak, well, whether he will be pleased to see his teammates, and I'm pretty sure some of them will be pleased to see him. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed with the way that he has behaved over the last couple of weeks. Didn't accompany the team on tour. Said he had an injury. Checked him over. Said he was fine. And he just hasn't bothered. And he buggered off, didn't he, to Spain. Obviously, I heard the club did give the go-ahead for that, for him to go to Real Sociedad's training ground to train on his own. Well, Newcastle were in South Korea. But it's come out this week that Eddie Howe has said that Alexander Isak has got to earn his place now back with the squad. He's got to earn the right to train with the team. And I mean, I don't know how true that is, you know. But if I know Eddie Howe, he will be saying stuff like that, because he's not the sort of manager that's going to tolerate that sort of behaviour from his players. And, you know, Alexander Isak, he could face a bit of a frosty reception when the players return, because he's already made his feelings clear, hasn't he, that he doesn't want to be a part of Newcastle United for much longer. He's already said that he wants to explore his options about a move, and obviously choosing not to go on the tour with the team, and then wanting to train on his own in a separate location, going AWOL, just totally disregarding the club that he plays for, the club that employs him, is a really bitter pill for the Newcastle United fans to take, knowing that a player doesn't want to play for the club anymore. He's looking at his options, and he's gone public with it, and that's what annoys me. That is the fact that the press have got a hold of this, but Isak hasn't denied it. He hasn't said, no, I didn't do that, or I didn't say that. He's just going with the flow. And also, Liverpool haven't helped the situation either. Obviously, they've had a bid rejected, and as it stands in the near future, they're not going to be returning for a second bid. But watch this space, because as I said in my previous video, I think they will. I think they will return with another bid. That is for sure. But even though Newcastle are looking at Benjamin Sesko and Wissa, there's even a rumour that Ollie Watkins is being touted as well about coming in. But none of them players are going to be, well, Sesko might be a replacement for Isak, but certainly Wissa and Watkins, if they walk through the door, they're not going to be replacements for him. That's for sure. And Isak, he has digging himself a hole, and he's got to go back and face these players who've been on a summer series. The bonding of the team has been fantastic, and they seem to have enjoyed it in South Korea, that's for sure. But they've come back now, report for training. It'll either be tomorrow or Wednesday when the Newcastle United squad head back to the training ground. But Alexander Isak was in today doing some workouts, and it's going to be interesting the way that the players will react to Alexander Isak. I mean, me personally, I think they'll just be, how you doing, mate? Are you all right? And all this, they'll be civil to him, but there might be a couple of loose cannons in there who aren't happy with the situation, because Isak he has upset the apple cart, definitely, by saying that he wants to explore options about moving away from the club, and that just shows, though, that the togetherness of the team, which was there, he's already, talked himself out of that. He's already said that he doesn't want to be a part of that anymore, which isn't going to give the players at the football club too much faith in him, because let's just say they can't secure a deal for the player to move on in the near future. Alexander Isak has got to perform on the pitch for Newcastle United with these teammates, and, will they respond to him being in the team? Will the stuff be said? Who knows? But, I think things will be okay when he finally meets up with his teammates again, but who knows? Because he's already, as I said before, he's upset the apple cart. He's already said that he doesn't want to be a part of this club anymore. He doesn't want to play for this club anymore, according to the reports, obviously. And it's like, well, okay, but for the minute, you are stuck at the club. You can't move on until somebody agrees to the Newcastle United's valuation for the player. So for the minute, he's just going to have to get on with it. But what's this space in terms of his, whether the squad welcome him back in? Eddie Howe is certainly not going to just say, right, join up with the lads straight away. He's going to have to earn that. He's going to have to train hard and work hard, either with the training on his own, or with the academy players, or with the reserves, before he goes back into the training with the first team. And with the new season just a couple of weeks away, the clock is ticking for him to get integrated back in. But, if the player doesn't want to be at the club, then he might not want to be integrated back with his teammates. Who knows what could happen? But Alexander Isak has reported back for training at Newcastle United's training centre today. The Newcastle United players weren't in training today after they've just arrived back from South Korea. But they will be interacting again with Alexander Isak in the near future. But Eddie Howe has said that he's got to earn his place to get back in the team. And, I think he's burnt, my personal opinion is that he's burnt his bridges with Newcastle United. But watch this space, guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you very much for joining me, guys, once again. If you want to subscribe to my channel to get instant access to my videos, please do. Hit the subscribe button. As I said, it's completely free. And if you like this video, please give us a like. It'd be much appreciated. And give me your thoughts on the situation with Alexander Isak. Do you think he shouldn't be anywhere near the training ground after what's been said? Do you think that Newcastle United's players should welcome him back into the fold, forgive and forget, and just get on with the job? What are your thoughts, guys? Get in touch. It'd be great to hear from you. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you very much for tuning in today, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye-bye for now. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Cheers.